focused because we are in Ahmedabad, so we are focused on space and defense to a large extent. Not all of them, of course. Mass transport was there. So today we will see how automobile, hydrogen related technologies are moving on, and a variety of research scholars, they do have their own task or their own researches in different domains. So we'll have variety of presentations from different NITs and IITs and other government and private institutions. So in the series, with your permission, I would like to start the day, and for that I'll call upon Mr. Rajnikant Bijadwala. He is from International Automobile Center of Excellence, Gandhinagar, and he will be enlightening us about the role of composites in automobile manufacturing. So, I welcome Mr. Rajnikant.
Good morning. Good morning. So I know that it's Sunday and it's early morning in Gujarat. So I can feel the same. So my name is Rajnikant. I am the lead trainer in manufacture at IACE. IACE stands for International Automobile Center of Excellence, Gujarat.
Sir, let me clear it to you as well as to all the audience present here. For last 2 days, we are being broadcasted online on YouTube live, and all these presentations are and will be there, I hope, on YouTube. And I think YouTube once there. So it's not about the presence of the physical beings here. Yes, it is a Sunday. No big deal.
Okay.
I came from, or my background belongs to the fraternity.
Yes, sir.
They have got no Sunday, Monday, bullet comes, bullet hits.
Bullet hits.
And you are dead. So a task is a task, and I'll do it to the best. So please consider that this, your presentation will impact the society in future as well.
So good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Rajanikant Bijadwala. I am the lead trainer at IAC. IAC is International Automobile Center of Excellence. It's basically a joint venture between Maruti Suzuki and Gujarat government. So right now I want to tell you about one of the already existing material. Its name's composites. So the composite image in our automobile is very critical, because generally when we go to buy a vehicle, generally buying a vehicle is a family choice. So just like our younger people go for the looks, and our mummy papa so they go for the mileage. But when our dadaji come, our grandparents come, they do a tuk taste. If there is a sound like a metal, they will feel a good, that having a good properties, good strength, they feel like that. But any other dull sound, they feel that it's not having enough strength and the property. So that means it's a fiber. As a layman, we know composites as a fiber. So here, there is how the composite image in the automobile. Even to the, which means insurance provider are also providing 50% less value in the composite parts. And there is how the image of composite in automobile have. So my presentation. Slide is not changing. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now it's. Thank you, sir. So the summary of my presentation is automotive industry, a case, then recent material trends, composite in automobile, and design of electrical vehicle. That which are the criteria we should consider while designing an electric vehicle. So as we know that 7.1% share in Indian GDP, automotive have. There are directly or indirectly 37 million employment generated by the automobile sectors. Even you feel also amazed that there are the 40% share in the R&D over the globe, the automotive have. And we are seeing that EV market is booming, and the 50 million direct and indirect jobs will be in 2030. Even though the CAGR 49% will be increased between 2025 to 2030. So here are the numbers that how much or how many automobiles are used. So in this chart, you have seen that the number of automobile produced in the millions. So in financial year 2022, there are the 22.93 millions, and the number of automobiles sold in India in final year FY22, 17.151. And as we know that the two-wheeler having a maximum area of the mid segment in automotive. So you can see that there is a pie chart where there is a two-wheeler, passenger vehicle and commercial vehicle, three vehicle. These are the market segment in India. So which are the driving forces? So when we design a vehicle or how we can attract to the peoples. So these are right now the demands are very critical from the motorists because they want a safety, they want comfort. Even with the comfort, they want a soft touch, they want a fuel efficiency, unique styling, competitive price, and again they have a mind that they want to destruct more less environment impact. So the user demand are very critical, and that's need to be fulfilled. So even right now, if you see that in the vehicle become very smart. There are the ADAS and many other features which I talk about in my next slide. So the next change which are that we have feel in the automobile industry, to explain in the smaller glimpse, I put one words that is known as a case. So case, C for connected, A for autonomous, S for shared and service, and E for electric. So when I call a connected, that means that you don't need to sit in your vehicle to start your AC. You can start your AC by using your phone. And this type of technology already existing in some of the vehicle. Autonomous, we have means you don't need to drive a car while you are sitting because there is autonomous. And Tesla and some of the other company are the example of that. And again, shared and the service, to understand or the explaining the shared and the service, I will give you one example that you don't need to buy a vehicle to drive a vehicle. Ola and Uber are one of the best example for that. And last, electrical. But I put electrical word, but not actually electric. There are many alternative fuels are there. Initially, there was a time that majorly people are using a petrol and diesel engines. But right now in this 10 or 15 years segment, आप देख सकते हैं कि कितनी चीजें बदली हैं. We are on electric and things are talking about the hydrogen and other powers. That how can we make efficient automotive? So how can it be possible? So without the traditional material or with the traditional material, maybe it's difficult to say. Because so to make a vehicle that it can be fulfill the advanced requirement, majorly the criteria should be considered while we selecting the material. So which are the criteria that we should follow, and in our automotive industry we are following. So initially there was a regulatory requirement. So as in India, it is initially developing, there are many regulatory requirements are there. Right now there are UL standards are there for the EV vehicle, and CAFE norms, so corporate average fuel economy, we need to fulfill this requirement. Then there is again engineering requirement where we talk about the strength, reliability. Then packaging, I think majorly the packaging word create multi means use, but to understand packaging more properly, I put one photo. There is downside hybrid vehicle and drive train. So to understand this thing, that vehicle in the previous era, they want that my vehicle should start with the use of petrol. But right now, people want a vehicle that they have an alternative. If there is no petrol, they want their vehicle with the drive of the electric. So they want both function in the same vehicle without altering their comfort. Even they still want a third row, AC in the third row, without hello, without taking this means a same space which is already in there in the petrol engine, but they need more features. That how can be possible? So the electric functionality equipment and the IC engines, how can we put both in a proper unique type of packaging that they cannot disturb with each other? Then there is a brand, there is a variant, and there is a model. So we cannot provide us all other things on the same things. So there is a business requirement. Then again, customer requirement not in the list, but customer is our king. We have to fulfill major requirement of the customer. Otherwise, we are not able to sell our vehicle. Then a material that we are using, it's need to be industrialized. Industrialized in the terms of that are easily available. Because there are also smart material, advanced material are there in the industry. But when I talk about the suppliers, there are very few suppliers. Otherwise, we have to buy from the other country. So it's not as good when we are talking about the mass industrialization in the automotive. So material used in the right now a present era in the vehicle. So here I give you a one pie chart. There are the 50% domination of the iron and the mild steel. Then there is high strength steels, yellow aluminum, and again the 10% is plastic and composites. But if I give you a recent trends, that I will give you one picture of BMW i3. That if you see that the material consideration in this BMW i3, there are 59% of the plastic and the composites. So trends are dramatically reversed. If you see that there are the major component are from the metals, but when I talk about the BMW i3, the trains are reversed. Because they should be used, because they are the unique type of the vehicle. Further, I also give you one photograph that how they market the BMW i3. It's a body in white, not in actually it's body in white, but in our automobile language, it's body in white. It's majorly 400 and more than 500 kgs are there. But if you see that there are the 2% carrying, because they are making this whole structure with the composites material. And even they are actually run in a proper way. So BMW new electric i3, even they say up 770 pounds from the auto body without means taking cost consideration, because they are saving the cost by using an advanced material. These are also one GM Sierra. So GM Sierra use a multi-material strategy. So it is basically a pickup truck. So the pickup truck we are using to pick up some of the materials. So at that time the trolley required to dent proof. So the material they are using a multi-material strategy, and they increase in enhancements. They provide the pickup trolley when we using a pickup trolley for the transportation, a mass transportation. It's required a corrosion resistance. So the performance having this multi-material are also one of the proper example, and it's already in market. The vehicle is already in market and it's going good. Then which are the composites material that we are using in our automobiles? So to explain, there is thermoplastic thermoset. In thermoplastics, majorly we use prepylenes, and thermoset we have vinyl acetate, unsaturated polyesters. So when we talk about the fibers, we use a jute, canap, sisal, bamboo, and synthetic glass carbon fiber are the proper example for the synthetics. Even right now, we are also using some of the nano materials because it's a special requirement of some of the applications. So graphene oxide nanotubes are the nano materials that we are using in our automotive sectors. So the manufacturing technique in automotive, we have to do a same type of production, same type of model in many times. So we have to use a process that create a more accurate product which is actually made in the previous time. So for that, in the majority, when you want a means variety, there are the hand layup techniques. If you want a cylindrical part, then there is a filament technique. In the thermoplastics, Composite material, there are the injection molding, and right now there is a direct long fiber when you want a proper material or proper long fiber and the fiber orientation. While we make a product from the composite, one of the key factor that affect the product quality of fiber orientation. So for that, a direct long fiber injection molding machine, one of the major used in the automotive industries. Then again, the using of the composite, there are having some advantage. So there are having a more strength, even the less weight, having a less weight, but the more strength, stiffness, even some of the composite are providing a great stiffness, toughness, corrosion resistance already there, and attractive life cycles. So if I'm talking about the life cycle, because initially we are making a product that we are not thinking about the what are the end use of the product, but right now there are the EPR there, extended producer responsibility are there, that how can we manage with the composites, because some of the composite are not able to recycle properly. So these are some of the major issues are that. Then again there is a electric, we can tune composite as a electricity conductive, then we can also make as a thermal conductivity. And again, we also make some of the composite sustainable. Then right now, some of the initially successes. So if I'm talking about the fender, so fender is basically a designer choice. So whenever a vehicle designer, they want to put their design skill on the vehicle, they majorly focus on the fenders. Then there is a front and end line carrier. It's basically a welded part initially, but right now it is a completely composite parts. And you see that the structure of the front end line, there are very, initially it's a very welding process and it's time consuming process, but right now it's developed in the minutes. So there is a benefit of having a composite. There are also lift gate. So lift gate are also providing a proper aerodynamic drag. So you can provide a proper designing in the composite. So it is a process that we are using the same thing, a lift gate. Then some are also challenges as are initially talk about that, what about the recycling? What about the end of life of vehicle? How can we handle that? Then there is also how we can able to find a local partners. Because there are also advanced polymers are there, advanced composites are there, but there are few very locals are available for the materials. Then it's very difficult to bond dissimilar materials. And suddenly when we are drive a vehicle, there is a vibration are there. So due to the vibration, there is a chance that it will be move out with the different material. So bonding are critical in our automobile. Then there is repair. In some of the institute or some of the outer state, the outer country, there are the proper repairing techniques are available for the composite. But in India, still there is issue are there. Majorly a composite are replaceable. Then a cost management. Again, the costing is major issue while we talk about the composite in our automobile. Now I'm talking about the advanced trade, electric vehicle. So what are the things that need to be considered while we are designing an electrical vehicle? So when we design an electrical vehicle, the primary things that need to consider is range and battery efficiency. Then how we place a battery, because a battery placing, again we know that the battery having a larger size. So how we put this battery on a proper way without affecting the passenger area or the user area. Then a lightweight design, aerodynamics, crash safety, special care has been taken in this. Why? Because batteries again are very important things, again in terms of safety are also. Then manufacturing consideration, sustainability and the ergonomics point of view, that these are the things that we have considered while designing an electrical vehicle. Even you are also feel amazed that initially I will provide you one chart that initially there is 1 million, a battery price is 1 million, but within the few years you will see that there are the battery cost are 5,000 dollars are available in market. So gradually it's decreasing. And again there is a mass requirement are there of electrical vehicle, so it will be fine in very less. So this dramatic reduction in battery cost is a crucial factor in the making electric more affordable and more widespread. But again, when I talk about the EV, there are some of the challenges there because EV की जब बात आती है लोग जलने की बात ज़्यादा करते हैं. So as per the Rajiv ISR, the primary reason for the EV scooter catching fire is a thermal runaway. It's a major issue that we have seen that some of the vehicle are catching fire while they are parked. So melting of the electrolyte, operational temperature, battery issue, prolonged fast charging create a major issue. And these are the right now a problem. So while we selecting any composite, these are the normal terms. There are many standard, but I put a major standard while selecting. So there are UL 2580, UL that stand for Underwrite Laboratory, which provide a proper means flame retardant rating. That how can we improve this strength of the automotives. Then there are also electromagnetic interference. So when we there are so many parts in our vehicle having a different frequency, so it cannot create a problem when we are packaging inside a single gamut. So that is a problem that we need to consider while selecting any composite or any advanced material for the EVs. So these are the already existing areas, some of the, but majorly in EV, these are the EV battery components that need to be considered, and advancement are required in this. Because primary requirement when we design a vehicle for the EV, so strength means weight need to be low. So for that there is battery case, lithium-ion battery pack, end plate, spacious, wiring modules, management systems, cooling systems. So further moving ahead, I will give you some of the product name that there is a requirement from the manufacturer. So there is management casing for the ECU. So again, when I'm developing this product, there is a further initially requirement. It's UL class V0 standards required. Then film low warpage capability. It needs to be diamond stable because sometimes I need to assemble with the different parts. So any critical temperature, any harsh environment, it needs to be stable. Then some of the means hydrolysis and means study need to be there while selecting the material for this case. Then DC-DC converter, again it's a case because for that I required a very excellent heat resistance, heat stroke property while I putting a metal inside it, and again a dimension stability while a running conditions. Some of the parts are also there inside the lithium-ion battery. So this is also a major thing that I need to consider while selecting an electrical vehicle, because at the end I have to cut down the weight of the vehicle. So that's it. So this is from my side. At my completing my presentation, I want to put one slok that resources are utilized by all. They foster growth and develop resource. So means I can say that it's like our mother, grant abundance to our earth. So ones who resource responsibility and the harmony with the ethics and enrich Mother Earth, their own prosperity. So resource है proper तरीके से use करें तो अच्छा है बस. That's a main objective behind this. Thank you, everyone. So, is there any questions, student? Yes.
I have one question. Actually, you told like this: parents are choosing car, children are choosing car.
Yes.
There is a gap. So my question is that there are two types of car coming in the market. One is high side, other is low rise.
Low rise, yes, sir.
So composites comes from the braiding, weaving, knitting, and non-wovens. So what do you suggest? It should be a low-rise car or high-rise car?
Sir, I don't get your question, sir. Sir, I'm not able to get your question, sir. I will talk you personally.
मैं आपको हिंदी बोलता हूँ.
Yes, sir.
अभी के दो तरह की कारें आ रही है.
हाँ, sir.
एक जमीन से थोड़ी कम हाइट रहती है.
हाँ, yes, sir.
मर्सिडीज, BMW हो गया, होंडा वगैरह.
Yes, sir.
और एक हाई हाइट होती है ज़्यादा.
Yeah.
अपन कंपोजिट यूज करते हैं तो ब्रेडिंग के पार्ट्स भी होते हैं, निटिंग के पार्ट्स भी होते हैं, नॉन मूविंग पार्ट होते हैं. तो आप क्या सजेस्ट करोगे कि हाई कार बनाना चाहिए राइस की या लो राइस की कार बनाना चाहिए?
So there are many factors depending on that. At this stage, I cannot see it clearly. But again, the rise at the certain height, having a more height, are more comfortable. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, is there any component that where we use natural fibers for automobile?
Which material?
fiber based?
Yes, yes. Right now it's a need. Even we are using and